This episode of Dragon Ball Super, there's a lot of interest, a lot of build, especially when it comes to like the Potara fusion that was revealed in the preview. So we start off, and I've got to say, all the opening in the first 20 seconds is like a trailer of the episode, so I guess you can skip that if you don't want to be spoiled. Anyway, we start off with Kale powering up to Berserk mode, and what I like about this episode, the art style and animation was really different from previous episodes. So I think it had an impact on this episode. So Kale powers up, she goes into Berserker mode. Everybody's feeling the effects, and Topo says something kind of interesting too. We actually get to see Topo and Vegeta fight a little bit at least. And Topo says Saiyans should not be underestimated, and Vegeta's like, I'm the strongest among them, so don't take your eyes off me. Topo's like, oh, quit being arrogant. He appears in front of, obviously, Topo, connects a blow to him, so I thought that was kind of cool. Vegeta's getting some action in. At the same time, Kale powers up, and it looks like she's losing control again because pushed her over the edge into Berserk mode. And obviously, from what we previously saw, Kale had somewhat of control back in episode 101. So you think, okay, so Kale's got this down. No, because the first thing she does when Caulifla approaches her, saying, oh, you're awesome, she grabs a hold of Caulifla, and then Caulifla kind of gives the friendship speech to her, and that's how Kale's able to regain herself and finally get full control over the Berserk mode. First thing I like is the art style when it comes to the transformation was probably one of the most interesting things about that whole sequence. There's a shot when you see the smoke clear and her hair is like light green, like on top some type of neon. So I thought that was really well done. So I thought that was kind of cool. And Goku's that, and after witnessing Kale get control of a new Berserk mode, Goku's like, yo, that's impressive. I'm actually trembling a little bit because it could be an instinct that actually, say an instinct that carries through. That could be an interesting concept. Doesn't matter though. Kale and Caulifla, once again, combo attacks, and Kale starts off by swinging Caulifla to Goku's direction. I really like the combo attacks, and Caulifla comes flat towards Goku, and Goku uses his head. He uses Taioken Solar Flare and blinds Caulifla, dodges, gets into the wall on the platform. In comes Kale. She gets ticked off because obviously Goku avoided the hit. He gets some more combo attacks, and the one thing I like the most is when Goku goes, I guess, to Super Saiyan 2, he's being put through his paces, but Caulifla and Kale are getting aware of Goku's, because there's a point where Caulifla uses an energy blast to actually create a smoke screen to try and blind Goku, so it forced him to try and sense Kale, but that's what they wanted. So Kale grabs a hold of Goku while Caulifla comes in with the shots. Goku's trying to block with one hand. He's not having much effect at all. Caulifla tries to come in with a kick. He ducks Caulifla and then sweeps Kale and just gains his distance. So I thought that was really cool. And then Goku tries to gain even more distance. He tries to use instant transmission, but Caulifla, once again, showing a progression. She's able to sense where Goku's going to land next. So she fires an energy blast and catches Goku completely off guard after instant transmission. And Goku's like, yo, that's not going to work, is it? He powers up, and this is cool because it kind of confirms Goku can now activate the mode at will when it comes to like Super Saiyan God. I didn't expect to see that in this episode. I expected him to go to blue. I guess that's going to be left for next week. So Goku powers up to Super Saiyan God, and for the first time since the Battle of Gods, we've seen him go from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan God. So that was kind of cool. See, it brings an interesting concept is, could Vegeta do the same thing if he wanted to? So I really want that question answered, because we still don't know if Vegeta can activate that. At least in the anime. In the manga, we know he can, because he does it multiple times. He switches from blue to red. And Kale's like, yo, blue or red doesn't make a difference. So they try and come in with some combo attacks. Goku's having more success this time. He blocks it. He blocks both the hits, but like last week. Only this time, he's having way more success. Kale and Caulifla actually launch a couple of energy blasts simultaneously from both directions. Goku, I'm pretty sure he releases a new technique. The new technique we've seen in the opening, where he fires a couple of energy blasts. They go through Caulifla and Kale's, and Kale's struggling to deal off one, and on the other side, Caulifla's being tracked like a heat-seeking missile. So that's definitely a new technique from Goku, because Goku was like commanding the energy ball, similar to how Yamcha would have the spirit ball. So I definitely think that's a new technique. So I thought that was nice touch for Goku to use that. Caulifla gets nailed with it, and obviously that's where the Saiyans. Goku's on a whole different level than these girls from Universe 6, and you knew what was coming after that. By the way, we actually get a scene with Frieza against Kato Pesla, I guess from Universe 3. The police officer from Universe 3 transformed into speed mode. We actually get a shot of Dispo looking like he doesn't want to tangle with Frieza. Can't say I blame him. So Kato Pesla steps in and says, "Yo, I'm about to take on Frieza." He gets nailed with Goku. He gets nailed, and then this brings Frieza in. Frieza was actually going to fight him, which I thought would have been nice if Goku and Frieza actually teamed up against the Saiyans. But Goku's like, "No, this is my fight." So, butt out. He actually stops Frieza from attacking, and he's like, "No, this is my fight. Butt out." And Frieza's like, "Okay, I watch you Saiyans beat the snot out of each other. It's entertaining." So I thought that was kind of cool. We see Kato Pesla, I guess, transform into speed mode and just bail because he realizes he can't deal with Frieza. There's a shot when Goku's actually powering up. I should say when Kale's powering up at the beginning. We see Vegeta sense the energy. Obviously, everybody else senses it. And then you see a shot of Jiren like twitching. Like he acknowledges the strength. Remember, it took Jiren to force her out the mode the previous time. So we knew what was going to happen. Goku unleashes the Kamehameha. Is about to eliminate Kale and Caulifla. And once you know the secret weapon, the Potara fusion earrings, which I guess is confirmed to be handed to him by the Kaioshin from Universe 6 before the Total Power. So that is going to introduce an interesting concept. Outside interference isn't allowed. However, we have seen outside interference with Universe 7. Remember the Spirit Bomb with Goku, Master Roshi, and Krillin? Nothing was ever done about that, but when Frost tried to intervene after being eliminated, attacking Frieza, he got erased immediately. So a lot of people called that out. So that's classified as outside interference. Technically speaking, the earrings were given to them before the Total Power. Is it items? Sure. They're not weapons, but it's also items. So the rules were stated that items were kind of like forbidden. I guess weapons were. Would you classify Potara earrings as weapons or an accessory? So I guess technically speaking, items have been used with the Mafuba wave multiple times. So I guess if you allow one, you have to allow the other, which introduces a concept I'm going to talk about in a minute. So the Potara fusion is happening. They go back into the arena, and boy, oh boy, what an entrance for Kefla. The Potara fusion warrior, the female fusion of Kale and Caulifla. Very similar to Vegeta, very cocky, especially when we first saw him. But I'm not going to lie, this is the first female, not only the first female Super Saiyans in the series, but also now the first female fusion ever in the series. So that's going to be cool. A lot of people stated this is going to bring Vegito into the mix because of the use of Potara. Well, here's the thing. That's only going to work if they allow the Universe 7 to hand Goku or Vegeta the Potara earrings. And I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of cool if we don't see Vegito again, because the whole point of Goku in the Total Power anyway is to push him to his limits. That's the reason why he wanted the Total Power in the first place. So I definitely don't see Vegeta doing that. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened, of course. So we'll see what do when it comes to like, what does he want the survival of the universe to happen? And if so, will the fusion be the way to go? So we get Kefla powering up, and Goku stated, and I know this is going to take people off because Goku in Super Saiyan God literally stated, "I can't sense an end to their energy. I can't sense a limit to their energy level." And if you notice the preview, he's going into Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken, King Kai Fist. He's pulling out all the stops. And to be honest with you, Goku's just recovered, so I don't know how Goku's going to deal with that. And Kefla right now, is pretty much in base mode, and she's blitzing Goku in Super Saiyan God. And remember, Kale tanked a Kamehameha with. I still don't agree with that, but she managed to tank a Kamehameha from Super Saiyan Blue in episode 100. So what can Goku do going all out against the fusion of Kale and Caulifla? And she's also powering up to Super Saiyan. So maybe even Legendary Super Saiyan at this point. We'll see next week. Can't wait for that. I know it's going to cause a lot of controversy because obviously the earrings, they were handed to her. We actually got a flashback where I guess they were handed the potara earrings, and Caulifla's like, yo, let's do the trick now. So they fused, equipped Kefla, and it ends, I guess, with Kefla striking Goku with a punch to the face, and that's how the episode ends, with Goku pretty much at the back wall. And what can he do next? Frieza looks pretty much amused by this fusion, so I don't know. It looks like Kefla's also going to have some type of struggle when Goku powers up, so I can't wait to see what happens next. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Comment down and tell us what you thought about this episode. The first female fusion in the series, so that's kind of cool. Subscribe, channel for more Dragon Ball Super. Catch you guys later. Bye.